Welcome back to our channel, Exposing the Great Australian Government. This is a short visualisation intro video to show you, the people, how our money has changed and totally outside of our Commonwealth of Australia Constitution Act 1901 as proclaimed and gazetted. Today we'll be looking at the official Australian Government documentation, Queensland Government Land Holding Amendment Act 1992, Act number 17 of 1992. This is where these purported politicians and criminal political parties have stolen everything above, below and on your land. The seals on these documents is one of the most important things which are highly overlooked. But as you will see, this is where these criminals started using a seal that would not pass as a seal to take away our primary law of the land, Commonwealth of Australia Constitution Act 1901 as proclaimed and gazetted. The Criminal Code Act 1899 reads, punishment in special cases, public seals, etc. 1. If the thing forged, A, purports to be or is intended by the offender to be understood to be or to be used as the Great Seal of the United Kingdom or of Queensland or Her Majesty's Privy Seal or any privy signet of Her Majesty or Her Majesty's Royal Sign Manual or the seal of the Governor or any public seal lawfully appointed to be used for authenticating an act of state in any part of Her Majesty's dominions, or B, is a document having on it or affixed to it any such seal, signet or sign manual or anything which purports to be or is intended by the offender to be understood to be any such seal, signet or sign manual, the offender is liable to imprisonment with hard labour for life. So we ask you, when will the people wake up and see the crimes and treason that has been committed against you and your future generations? Are you enjoying your open air prison? Let's get into it. This is their Queensland Public Functionary Seal, a copy of ours, but it's pretty hard to make out what's on the picture, and this is pretty disgusting, seeing as though this is an official government document. You wouldn't think you'd see that on official government documentation in this day and age, as they say. Alright, Queensland Government Land Holding Amendment Act 1992, Act number 17 of 1992. Queensland Government Land Holding Amendment Act 1992, Table of Provisions, Part 1, Preliminary, Section 1, Short Title, Part 2, Amendment of the Land Act 1962, Number 2, Amended Act, Number 3, Insertion of New Section 6A. 6A, Grant in Name, Queensland Government. Part 3, Amendment of Real Property Act 1861. Section 4, Amendment Act. Section 5, Insertion of New Subsection 15A and 15B. 15A, Land held by Queensland Government. 15B, only persons authorised to deal with Queensland Government land. So where has Government of Queensland gone? Oh, back to our beautiful seal. Well, it looks like a 2-year-old painted that. Alright, Queensland Government Land Holding Amendment Act 1992, Act number 17 of 1992. An Act to amend the Land Act 1962 and the Real Property Act 1861, assented to 13th of May 1992, but it's been assented to via the Queen of Australia, which is just a little bit of writing on a bit of paper. Abstract Queen of Australia. So, Queensland Government Land Holding number 17, 1992. Be enacted by the Queen's Most Excellent Majesty by and with the advice and consent of the Legislative Assembly of Queensland in Parliament assembled and by the authority of the same, as follows. Part 1. Preliminary. Short title. 1. This Act may be cited as the Queensland Government Land Holding Amendment Act 1992. As you can see, there is no Government of Queensland anymore. It's turned around to Queensland Government. Part 2. Amendment of Land Act 1962. Amended Act Number 2. The Land Act 1962 is amended as set out in this part. Insertion of new Section 6A. 3. After Section 6, insert grant in name Queensland Government. 6A. The Governor in Council may, under this Act, grant Crown land in fee simple to the Crown in right of the state under the name Queensland Government. Still no Government of Queensland anywhere in sight. Part 3. Amendment of Real Property Act 1861. Amended Act Number 4. The Real Property Act 1861 is amended and set out in this part. Insertion of new subsections 15A and 15B. After Section 15, insert land held by Queensland Government. 15A. 1. The Crown in right of the state may, under this Act, acquire, hold and deal with land under the name Queensland Government. 2. A fee or charge is not payable under this Act in respect of the lodgement and registration of a transfer of land to, or a lease of land by, the Crown in right of the state under the name Queensland Government. I still ask you, where has the Government of Queensland gone? Only persons authorised to deal with Queensland Government land. 15B. Only the Minister or a person authorised by the Minister may deal with land held under the name Queensland Government. And look, we've got the copyright to the state of Queensland.